This Torah class is brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.
Gutten Erev Shabbos Hagadol, everyone. Yes, that's the correct way to say it. Gutten Erev Shabbos Hagadol. This name, Shabbos Hagadol, it's not just a name, it's something that we call it. The Torah says it's called Shabbos Hagadol. I have a Sefer, Nezer Yosef, written by Rabbi Yosef Zeltzer, I believe. He brings 39 reasons for Shabbos Hagadol, and he says there are probably tens and hundreds of reasons why this is called Shabbos Hagadol. But this is not just Divrei Agadata, this actually has Halachik Nafkaminas as well. In the humble Sefer Magid Rakia, which just came out on Pesach, and if I could make a brief plug for the Sefer, it's, as you know, all the stores are closed, but there is a way to order the Sefer, and you can have it delivered for free anywhere in the United States. If you live in the tri-state area, it will come in 1 or 2 days, so you order it now, you will have it, as a Hashem, before Pesach. You go to TorahAnytime.com, which you're on, go to speakers, Glatstein, go to the bio, there's a little link, you click there, and you could order it right there. So in Maimer Vav, in a footnote, we bring that the topic, the name Shabbos Hagadol has halachic nafkaminas. The Chida writes in the Machzik Brachas and Taflamitz of Katan Beis that the medaktikim are noiheg, that instead of saying, as on a typical Shabbos, Shabbat Shalom umevorach, Shabbat Shalom mevorach, they say on this Shabbos, Shabbos Hagadol mevorach. And the Kaf HaChaim codifies this halacha. In the Sefer Toras Chaim of the Hanhagos and the Psakim Rabbi Yosef Chaim Sonnenfeld, it's brought the derech of Rabbi Yosef Chaim was to be mevarech his friends on the Shabbos before Pesach in the Nusach Gutten Shabbos Hagadol. And it's also brought in the Sefer Dever Kadshay in the name of Rabbi Elyashiv that on this Shabbos you are required to say Agut Shabbos Hagadol. In the Derech Sicha Reb Chaim Kanievsky, he writes that he heard from Rabbi Elyashiv, Zechsag Levracha, that on this Shabbos when he would eat, he wouldn't just say L'kavet Shabbos, he would say L'kavet Shabbos Hagadol. In fact, the story goes that as Rabbi Elyashiv was makbid to say Agun Shabbos Hagadol when he was already over 100 years old, and the Talmidim would line up in front of him, and one particular time he was feeling very weak, and when they wished him Agun Shabbos, when one particular Talmud wished him Agun Shabbos Hagadol, he couldn't even have the koyach, he couldn't even muster up the strength to lift up his eyes. And he wasn't able to respond. The next morning he was feeling a little bit stronger. And as the Talmidim are passing by, so the Talmud says, Agut Shabbos. And that young man passed by as well. And he said, Agut Shabbos. And Rabbi Elyashiv mustered up his strength and he turned to him, Agut Shabbos? It's not Shabbos Hagadol? In other words, as long as Rabbi Elyashiv had his strength, he was makbid, that on this Shabbos, he would be mevarech, he would vinch, he would wish wholeheartedly, Agutin Shabbos Hagadol. So perhaps we could extend that, and it seems very reasonable. On Erev Shabbos, of Erev Shabbos Hagadol, we wish everyone Agutin Erev Shabbos Hagadol.
You've just experienced another Torah class brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.